Local news about local people. This is Newslink Indiana.
Hello and thanks for joining us on NewsLinkIndiana.com on Tuesday, December 13, 2005. I'm Scott Adkins. First responders crammed the Anderson City Hall today for one of the biggest announcements in 25 years. It's a promotion that will lead the community into the new year. The Rogers family has a reason to celebrate.
He's just a good silent man. And me bragging on him. Of course, I'm going to, you know.
Ann Teague broke down in tears of joy on Tuesday morning, a day her family and the community learned their new fire chief would be Ann's son, Phillip Rogers.
This is unbelievable, really. I'm still trying to take it all in. I never really dreamed that I would be chief.
25 years ago, Rogers signed on to the Anderson Fire Department, beginning his career as an EMT, a position that brings him a unique perspective to his new post as fire chief.
And one attribute that he has is really historic because he is the first fire chief that comes from the ambulance side or the emergency medical service side. So the other fire chiefs preceding him have come from the fire service. He comes from the ambulance service.
Those close to Rogers say it's a great way to get in the Christmas spirit.
Best Christmas present I could have.
And one that will continue to benefit the community. The new chief officially takes office on January 9th. And water utility rates may change in Dunkirk. Last night, city council members voted to begin the process to break away from the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission. Council members say the move will save both time and money. Dunkirk citizens shouldn't expect to see the water utility rates rise for several months. And the recent annexation in Yorktown has nearly doubled the size of the community. But the change in size has created the need to update the comprehensive plan for the community. The plan deals with such topics as land usage and economic development. Residents gave their input to a board Monday night. They'll consider suggestions before making recommendations for the changes to the plan. Another public meeting is set for next month to discuss the board's recommendations. And a survey of Ball State students say that 1 in 5 have received an advertisement on their cell phone. Newslink Indiana's Brant Showalter examines the latest digital trend.
Ball State Center for Media Design asked students a question.
How much money would you accept to get an ad sent to your cell phone?
If they just took off like a quarter each time, it doesn't matter because it takes like what, 30 seconds to look at an advertisement.
Maybe if they paid me $1 per ad, I guess, or more.
How much more?
Your first 2 months of bill should be free.
But could it really happen?
I think it's very realistic. And again, you know, it's happening already in other areas of advertising and of media.
Advertisers say the latest method of advertising is much more direct than traditional ways like posters and billboards. They're now marketing directly to you through your cell phone.
40% of Ball State students say they would take less than a quarter to view an ad. Not all students are so easy to please.
It's like spam to me. I hate receiving ads.
I think I would find it annoying.
Advertising professor Michael Hanley says companies need permission to send cell phone ads, but they're finding loopholes.
That's going to be kind of the key to the future growth, is how quickly marketers can get people signed up, if you will, to accept ads on their cell phones.
And customers shouldn't expect the trend to go away.
The television, the computer, and then eventually the cell phone will be the third big screen that we use in our lives.
So if your phone rings, pick it up. You could be getting paid. In Muncie, Brant Showalter, Newslink, Indiana.
The survey also found less than 1/3 of students are annoyed by cell phone advertisements. And now here's Newslink Indiana forecaster Aaron Walker to tell us more about this week's forecast.
Yeah, well, we're looking at an interesting forecast tomorrow. We're seeing a chance for some rain, snow, and ice throughout the day. But for tonight, we're going to see an increase in clouds. It's going to be a little bit warmer out there with a low of about 23 degrees. That's due in part to winds out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now for tomorrow, we're expecting to see some icy conditions. Take caution while you're driving. We will see some icy roadways possible, and throughout the evening, the wind's going to pick up, and that changeover to snow is going to happen. So you need to make sure to watch out for blowing snow as you're traveling. Now, we're not quite in the clear yet. We've got a good chance for more snow this weekend. Shouldn't accumulate to too much, but just enough to be a hassle. Now, we're looking at a split jet stream, which is causing 2 distinct storms to form, and that's what's going to cause all the trouble for tomorrow. Northern jet stream producing this storm out of north by Canada, and it's really going to come down, begin to pick up a little bit of steam as it begins to move further east, and that's what's going to cause a big portion of our problems throughout the day. We'll see a good chance for a wintry mix conditions throughout the day tomorrow. It's going to stay out pretty far to our west throughout the morning hours before it moves into the afternoon. Now, precision cast showing that we're going to see some rain moving in early about 10 a.m. on Wednesday morning before that changeover begins throughout the day. By evening, we're expecting all snow before it clears out about 2 p.m. on Thursday afternoon. Now, we're seeing another chance for some snow on Friday. This time, not expecting any rain to fall. This one should be all snowfall. Snowcast showing the snow, they're not picking up any snow coming in until about 10 p.m. on Wednesday evening, sticking throughout the day on Thursday, only expecting about an inch or two accumulation possible. For tomorrow, a high of 33 degrees. Again, watch that winds picking up 10 to 20 miles an hour again out of the southeast. That's what's going to cause that chance for some rain and some ice, but it's going to be a bit warmer, so that's something to be thankful for. You're taking a look at Thursday and Friday, 33 on Thursday, 27 on Friday, but snowfall both days before we finally clear out for the weekend. High about 29 on Saturday, 28 on Sunday. So it's going to cool off again, but we're looking at clear skies for the first time in a long time.
For the first time in a long time, but we're also going to have to tag along that umbrella.
You got to get through that snow first.
Excellent. Thank you, Erin. And the Walnut Crossing food court in downtown Muncie is ready to go for the holiday season. There have been a few changes this year. Danner's Books is no longer there, but there is now a gift shop. 2 booths are still sitting there empty, but it's hoped the space will soon be rented out. Hoosier Poppy, the first booth, is open and is now concentrating on corporate sales.
We've got a person out that helps, generate business for us and get our name out there and let people know that we're here and about Hoosier Poppy.
Vila's Tacos is also still open at Walnut Crossing, and they say business has been steady. And it's not even been a year, but a tribute to Fairmount's famous son, James Dean, is closing up shop. But as Newslink Indiana's Colleen Borman shows us, while parts of the rebellious actor's legacy is leaving, the city will not lose the memory.
Living in the small town of Fairmount, it's hard to forget the famous James Dean.
He was a good athlete. He was short like me, but he was a good athlete.
Bill Beck played basketball with Dean back in high school, but 65 years later, he still remembers that ambitious face.
Yes. He'll be remembered after I'm dead and gone, that's for sure.
For Sherry Payne, working down the street from the old James Dean Gallery is a constant reminder of the life he once led in the town she now lives in.
Thank you.
But part of that memory is being erased, as the one-year-old James Dean Gallery in Gas City plans to close its doors.
At the time that they made the move, I questioned it because of the overhead and everything that goes along with trying to run the business, but I think they were hoping for better traffic out there.
The gallery sat here just 1 year ago, but the new gallery 10 miles down the road in Gas City hoped for a better fate.
It's an important Indiana cultural attraction, and people come from all over the world and enjoy it, so we're hoping we can keep it going.
But due to funding, owner David Lohr is calling it quits for now.
It's been great. I have no regrets. It's been terrific.
Old costumes, photographs, and even statues of James Dean that have been collected through the years may be put into storage or even sold at an auction. But David Lohr says the memory of James Dean will never be forgotten in Fairmount.
Yeah, the James Dean legacy will keep going.
James Dean was gone, but he wasn't forgotten.
In Fairmount, Colleen Borman, Newslink, Indiana.
The gallery will close its doors by the end of the year, and that is newslinkindiana.com. Thanks for joining us, and as usual, just log on to our website, newslinkindiana.com.